Hello guys, I'm Parth Parivan and I was a former student of the Indian National Mathematics Olympiad 2021, and this video is related to the results of Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. And Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad 2022 results are out, and if we see the scores which Indian team has got this year, then we can see that Indian team has secured 1 gold medal, 2 silver medal and 4 bronze and 3 honorable mentions, and it has ranked at 6th position in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. So if this is the best result of the Indian mathematical team on the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad, and the amount of medals which Indian mathematical team has now got this time is the highest as per the previous trends which the Indian team has seen. And the rankings associated with the Indian mathematical team and on the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad this time is 6, and this is the highest rank which the Indian team has got. If we see the detailed analysis, means this is the result on a general basis. If we see the report for the APMO 2022, APMO stands for Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. If we see the general information associated with it, there are 35 participating countries in which the rank of the Indian team this year is now 6th, which is a very good rank, if you ask me. A total of 318 participating students were there in this year's APMO, and the mean score associated was 14.16 out of 102, which means a normal person will say only 14.16 out of 102. It is such a bad score. No, the questions which these mathematical Olympics are basically having, they are not those questions which you can find in any math book in which the answers are written on the back page. No, you need to give a perfect descriptive solutions, and those questions are the most classical and the most creative questions ever for a teenager to try on. And the standard deviation for the marks was 8.16. Here, standard deviation means that the deviation in the marks of the students with respect to the previous year, it needs to say. The gold cutoff was 23 marks, which means that if you score more than 23 in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad in 2022, you will going to get a gold medal. Similarly, for a silver medal, the cutoff was 17, and for the bronze medal, the cutoff was 12. Means this year, the mean score, if you get a mean score, then you will going to get a bronze medal, which means that the average student in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad must need to have a bronze medal at least. Then he will be categorized as an average student in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. So this is the scene for this year. And if we go further, this is the result for the Indian team this year for the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. If we see, as usual, the great Pranjal Srivastava has secured a gold medal again. Pranjal Srivastava is hitting milestones each year in the Mathematical Indian Olympics. It is his 4th International Mathematical Olympic gold medal. He has already having 2 gold medals in the International Mathematical Olympiad, and this is his 2nd gold medal in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad. And he is the only Indian till now who has a gold medal in both Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad and International Mathematical Olympiad in the overall Indian history of mathematics. All right, so we can simply categorize this 18-year-old mathematical genius teenager Pranjal Srivastava to be the best mathematics student of India in the current 21st century. So if we see the other students, if we see the score of Pranjal Srivastava, 7 is the highest score associated with a particular problem. All right. So if we can see that Pranjal Srivastava has scored 5 marks in the first problem, whereas all other has scored 7. This actually pushed me slightly off because I had not expected Pranjal to score 5 in that problem in which every other Indian student has scored 7. So this is actually kind of funny, but okay, these things happen sometimes. You also need to see that Pranjal has scored 7 points in the 5th problem, whereas no other student can even score a 3. So yeah, he's a genius. You can also see that. He has scored 7 points in both the problems in which all the other Indian students cannot score more than 3 on average. You can see that from the rank 4 to 10, there is all zeros and zeros in the 4th and the 5th problem, where Pranjal Srivastava had a perfect score in all those 2 problems. So if we see the results of other students, the silver medalist Atul Nag and Ananya Ranade is also representing India in the European World Mathematical Olympiad. So I personally wish her luck, as I am also an Indian National Mathematical Olympian qualifier. So I am also associated with Mathematical Indian Olympics in a way. So if we see the results of other students like Mahavir Gandhi has scored a bronze medal, Aditya Mangule has scored a bronze, Vedant Saini a bronze, Aditya Nan a bronze, and Ishang Agarwal, Vedant Swami, and Shreyas Aditya has scored honorable mention. Honorable mention, you will going to get an honorable mention when you will going to have at least one perfect score with a no medal criteria, which means that your marks must be lower than the cutoff of bronze medal, but you need to have at least one perfect score in order to get an honorable mention. Below honorable mention, you will not going to get anything, which means that in this year's Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad, all the contestants from India have got something, some achievement they had got, which is unique because this is the first time every Indian has got something, some award. Now the country rankings, as India is sixth, we can see in the Asian Pacific Mathematical Olympiad, the Democratic People's Republic of South Korea is at rank 1 with a total score of 310. Mind-blowing performance has been done by People's Republic of Korea. Means we always see South Koreans as the people who are in always in a musical sense, always they are going on a music contest or BTS and whatsoever. People remember South Korea because of that. But I personally believe that South Koreans are actually very intelligent people. They're the person who has developed Samsung, which is um, better than most of the Chinese mobile companies, because I personally have a 7 Android Samsung mobile phone, which I'm using for 6 years continuously, and it is still now not having any kind of problem. Whereas my brother is using a Chinese phone, and just in a 1.5 year, it got a problem. So actually, Democratic People's Republic of South Korea is very smart. Okay, because the whole world sees Korea as a country which is producing BTS, K-pop, and all that. But Koreans are itself themselves developing themselves into a better intelligent and software individuals. So actually, Korea is developing itself by pretending to be not, and so the other countries are actually underestimating the power of South Korea. The second is the United States of America, which has scored a total of 294. Usually, when people say America in mathematics, they're actually dumb. And it is correct, because if you see the United States of America individual contestants, they're mostly filled with Chinese, Indians, and Filipinos. In general, all the like 99% of the mathematical or science Olympian contestants from the United States of America team are consisting of Asian people. So United States of America is not having Americans in their team, which is a very disturbing thing actually, because United States of America is only surviving in the Olympian because of immigrants. And this is not nice for an individual country and also for Americans. So Americans, if we say Americans, then yes, they are dumb. But if we say on the Olympic perspective, then American team is filled with Asian immigrants that make their country up in the list. Third is Taiwan. Obviously, Taiwan is a semiconductor world superpower. Then Japan. Then Thailand. Like Thailand and India are just 1 point apart. Like Thailand had scored so good. I have never imagined Thailand to be doing such a great performance, because whenever we imagine about Thailand, we only imagine those night strip clubs and Bangkok and all that. But yeah, the youth of the Thailand are doing pretty great in maths, I must assume. I'm actually pretty annoyed by seeing the score of Singapore. Like Singapore is a country which is having the most mathletes and the highest IQ, but Singapore is in ninth position with and no gold medal, which is actually not good. So yeah, it actually pushed me off, but okay. This was the country ranking, and India is sixth, Korea is first. If we see the trend of India, in 2022, India is sixth. In 2020, 8 and 2019, 12. 2018, we were 19. In 2017, 16. In 2016, we are 16. and we have got the highest score till now. We have got the best rank till now, the most amount of gold medals, the most amount of silver medals, and bronze and honorable mentions respectively. We also need to take one thing into our consideration, that these three gold medals, which you can see in 2019, 20, and 22, all of these three gold medals are being achieved by the Indian mathematical teenager genius Pranjal Srivastava. So Pranjal Srivastava is the only person in India who is actually getting gold in mathematics, whereas no one is actually getting it. So yeah, this is Pranjal Srivastava, the person who is achieving all the gold medals for India in the mathematical Olympiad, whether it is APMO, JPMO, INMO, RMO, or IMO. So yeah, he's a Chinese, you can see having an American flag. So yeah, it's filled of immigrants. If we see the International Mathematical Olympiad report analysis of Pranjal Srivastava, you can see that he has participated in the International Mathematical Olympiad 3 times in 2018, 19, and 21. And he is also participating in 2022 International Mathematical Olympiad for the last time, because after that he will be 19 years old, and 19 years old cannot participate in IMO because he will not going to be a teenager then. These types of mathematical Olympics competitions are for teenage students. So simply we can say, and we can see that he has got 2 gold medals and a silver medal, and these 2 gold medals are the only gold medal that India has achieved in the mathematical Olympiad overall. So all the gold medals which India has achieved in the 21st century, Pranjal Srivastava is the guy who has made it so. So he's even greater than Neeraj Chopra. Like we all know who Neeraj Chopra is. Like he has won 1 gold medal for Indian javelin in Olympics, but majority of the Indian population don't know about Pranjal Srivastava, who has won 4 gold medals for India in mathematical Olympics. So this is a kind of depressing. Like Indian youth must know about this person. Okay, so if we see the International Mathematical Olympiad performance of the country India in the IMO 2021, which was held online at St. Petersburg, we can see that Pranjal Srivastava has scored 31, the world rank was 17 and was the only gold medalist, obviously. Then we can have Anish Yogesh Kulkarni, Ananya Rajas Ranade has scored a bronze medal and the world ranking of 167. Suchir Kaustav has got a bronze medal, one world ranking of 180, and we can also say Vedant Sani has got nothing. Pranjal Srivastava has got a gold medal with a world rank of 17 and a total score of 31 with a 4 problem perfect score, which is a very good thing if we need to take this into our consideration. So this guy is, we can simply say, the Ramanujan of 21st century for India. So this was a photo of the Indian team in the Romanian 2019 International Mathematical Olympiad, where Pranjal was the only one who has got a gold medal. Like he is the only person from India who has got gold in mathematics. So you can simply see from the photo, all of them are having silver, and he's the only one having gold. So yeah, this was the overall thing that I need to take into consideration. This is Ananya Ranade, the person who is wearing specs and having Malinga type of hairstyle, who is in the middle position, standing. These girls will going to represent in the 2022 European Girls Mathematical Olympiad, and I wish them a best of luck. So this was a video associated with the detailed analysis of the Indian mathematical team in the Mathematical Olympics, and I also being an alumni of the Indian National Mathematical Olympiad, I pray gratitude to Pranjal Srivastava and all those persons who are winning medals for our country in mathematics. And I hope India will sometimes going to be the first country. Means kabhi na kabhi India first aayegi hi. So keep grinding and best of luck for India and for your grind, and bye.